Hey you guys, welcome to this week's reading. Thank you so much for joining me. God, archangels, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, please guide this reading. Please let me be a clear channel for your divine love, wisdom, and guidance. Oh, that's a nice one. I am supported. Yes, you are. You are not as alone as you think you are. I am supported. Yeah, and maybe we're needing this reminder. Because we're going through things with the sword and the destroyer. It's like cutting things out. Maybe even like things being ripped away from us. I'm seeing a girl like with a little rag doll, and the rag doll just getting ripped from her. So yeah, there could be some sort of fantasy or illusion, some sort of game that has abruptly come to an end. It could be reminding you of cycles you went through when you were a child. Yeah, I'm seeing the word recurrent. Oh, that's interesting, because it's like, wow, the sword coming out. Number 62, which reduces to 8, with agape at the bottom. Oh my gosh, I'm getting like the ties that bind, breaking away, like ending karmic cycles, severing these karmic attachments. And again, going back to recurrent, it's like, first off, it's that word. Words are associated with Mercury retrograde, which will be coming to an end tomorrow. But technically, we're still in what's called like the shadow phase for the next 2 weeks afterward, I believe. But also current. Oh, wow. Current like water, but then current as in present day. So it's like something with the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra can be about addictions and stability. It's our sexual energy as well. And water is that emotion, but also like subconscious. There's something else about water that I wanted to touch on that I feel like I had missed in previous readings. It's not coming to me. I guess water, the link between water and the moon, how the moon pulls on the waters of the body, and how the moon is about illusions, and the moon can only reflect the light of the sun. It doesn't have its own light. There's something about whatever we're going through, and I keep saying we, Aquarian themes, whatever we're going through, ultimately, I know, kind of lame, but it's leading you back to yourself. We do have the moon here and what looks like the sun, and then like, it's like almost like a really feeble rendering of the sun, which again feels like, I'm hearing about casting illusions, casting shame, casting shadows over your illusions, something about going into the darkness, which we are in Virgo season, which is all about going within. It's that 9 energy of being alone, of examining your own shadows, of finding your own light. Amen to that. But yeah, with I am supported, this could be really scary. This could be like another dark night of the soul kind of energy, questioning things you held to be true. There could be something about expression here with the sword. This is air energy. And it looks to be like a lightning strike or some sort of severing. Wow, we have Lilith on the bottom here with repressed desires. You might want to look at your Lilith placement in your birth chart if you're into that. But Lilith is also that energy of like the dark feminine. And I want to say like the repressed feminine, or the suppressed feminine. And there's something about that reclamation energy, which is the devil card in the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot that we will be using. But it's like reclaiming all aspects of yourself. especially those that were like banished to darkness. Like, I guess that's what the shadow is. It's like our repressed and suppressed, denied, disowned aspects of ourselves. But there's something about like the truth being there, where you don't want to look, where you dare not have gone before, I'm hearing. It's like you needed some sort of, maybe I'm hearing painful argument or some sort of severing. You needed this uncomfortable situation, maybe with an Aries, or to get you started. Wow, with retrograde coming out, crazy. This is Mars energy as well, masculine energy once again. And I also think it's ironic that like arguably like the most masculine, the most Mars sign, the symbol looks like the womb, like fallopian tubes and like the uterus, very feminine. There's something about the paradox there. Do we want another card here? We have vertex at the bottom with karmic point, synastry, fated connections, turning point. Yeah, there does seem to be, like maybe you, Aries rules is like the warrior. It rolls over sharp things, sharp objects. It rolls over the head. And it's that beginning point. It's that initiation. It's the first. And look at how simple the constellation is. It just looks like a gun. It's like you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. But again, I'm getting recurrent theme. And retrograde too is interesting because it's like themes of the past coming up. And it's interesting because the planet appears to be moving backwards, 707, but it isn't actually moving backwards. And so there could be this feeling of like, oh my God, how is this happening to me again? Like, I thought I already mastered this. Like, why am I here again? And it's not that you're going backwards, it's that life is a spiral. And so you're gonna revisit similar themes, but you're stronger than you were before. Or maybe you have the choice to become stronger. Oh no, this dog is coming out. Let me just be proactive. See, maybe this is, sorry. Oh no. Oh no. I'm just gonna have to maybe hold you. And there's a dog outside and I just don't want to get into the barking game. Because this has happened before, I was more vigilant, I was more organized, and maybe it has a benefit of now you get to see Odie up close. Odie as in Odin as well, but I think he was like, oh gosh, the like god of gods or something. He's having a little throat chakra opening right now. And it's something about too, like he doesn't want to hurt the other dog, like he wants to play with him. It's like there's desire. Oh no. Odie, can you relax? So yeah, there could be a theme or some sort of communication coming around again, maybe with an Aries or with a masculine energy. But maybe this time you can do it with the energy of 902, which is 11, of I am supported. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. We have Temperance, Sagittarius energy, balancing the fire and the water. Number 14, which reduces to 5, which is that energy of change. Okay, Odie, just relax. It's also the energy of moderation once again. So with Aries, it can be this very like balls to the wall kind of energy, diving straight in. It's the Fool. And so maybe you've learned from past mistakes around how you want to express yourself, maybe how you express yourself when you're operating from this illusion of the separate self, which is the ego, And there's this energy of like, I need to defend myself, which is directly in contrast to I am supported. Can you just relax your body, Odie? I know, we have the Nine of Wands, more Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius, which is the, I want to say like the great expander. This dog is going away, so soon the crying will be done. Soon the crying will be done. That feels significant. Okay, go, be free. So the Nine of Wands is Sagittarius moon energy. It can be an energy, I'm hearing emotional abandonment, but I was gonna say like being emotionally guarded. It's also the energy of the wounded warrior, having gone through maybe battles with this area. Whoa, airier. Yeah, it's like being airier, being lighter, rather than becoming denser, rather than becoming more guarded. Through these trials and tribulations you've been through, there's like, I'm hearing a reckoning, and it's energy of boundaries as well with the Nine of Wands. It's resting behind those 9 wands, and maybe like 9 weeks or 9 months could be significant as well. That like gestation period, hiding behind those, or not even hiding, but like resting behind those boundaries. And I'm hearing appropriate peace, something about like a measuredness, something about taking your time, going within. Again, that 9 energy being associated with the Hermit card, which is that energy of seeing yourself from a different perspective. 2 Jupiter energies, that's really expansive, definitely can result in this feeling of like operating from wisdom as opposed to reactiveness. Wow, there's the Hermit. In this deck, it's called Introspection. We have 1221 on the deck, on the clock, which is the Hanged Man and the World. We also have the 4 of Pentacles here, which is Capricorn energy. It also can be the energy of holding on. I'm hearing like holding on to personal beliefs. Yeah, maybe like guiding yourself forward. There's something about like effortless forward movement is possible when you're guided by your morals and your values, as opposed to some sort of like fleeting, ephemeral like desires, I guess. It feels really good right now, but I feel like as I'm saying it, but I feel like putting that into practice could be difficult. Like I'm getting arduous, but it's basically like picking your battles, like deciding where you want to effort or struggle. It's when you're guided by your values, the effort part is at the beginning, and then, you know, there's an ability to let go. I feel like I'm getting a little too Mercury energy today. We have the moon in Gemini and the sun in Virgo, which are both ruled by Mercury, which is the mind. Because it's not just like rolling off my tongue, but we are still in a retrograde. But there's, yeah, basically picking your battles, focusing on yourself at this time. We have 2 major arcana. And we were talking last time about Jupiter and Mercury, Sagittarius and Gemini, Virgo energy, because they're square each other. And it's like, it's also like wisdom versus thought or knowledge. I'm not sure. But the 4 of Pentacles can be an energy of being stingy as well. of being overly self-protective. Actually, there's quite a bit of self-protection, self-preservation energy here. Okay, let's get clarification on the, you know what? I'm gonna get another deck. We have the World at the bottom. That's the other thing too. It's like with that 1221, the Hanged Man in the World, it's like seeing the end of a cycle from a different perspective, where at first it might have been painful. Now you can feel liberated by it. It's like, I remember this one breakup years ago. In breaking up, I felt more love for that person, for myself, for the whole situation. I felt so much gratitude. And that was a karmic relationship. But it was like my heart broke open. And it was, I'll never forget that. Okay, what's this? Temperance? Okay. So with the Two of Cups in reverse, you could be feeling like imbalanced. I'm also noticing how there's 2 cups in the Temperance card as well. Temperance can also be the card of reconciliation. Whoa, 1616. 16 of the Tower cards. There definitely could have been, I heard a dissolution of a marriage, or some sort of ending to a relationship, whether that be permanent or temporary. So this could be coming back together. We do have the King of Pentacles here, whoa, with the Hanged Man and the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups and the Nine of Wands again and the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups and the Empress. I don't know, this is continuing to make sense for me. And the Magician and the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups and the King of Wands and the Lovers. Am I doing too much? There's the Ten of Wands, maybe I am. But that just feels like someone wants to come back in. Why do I always read that though? I feel like every tarot card reader reads that message. I'm wondering globally what that could represent. Like, why would we all be reading that message? Yeah, it's like the systemic father wound of like government. And like I'm getting propaganda and just like this, yeah. It's also something about, oh my God, there's the Emperor. Holy moly, some big energies here. Really big energies. Let's just focus on one thing at a time, because otherwise we're gonna get whelmed. So yeah, there could be a need to take a connection more slowly, or to end a connection and focus on self-healing. Or like one of you could be water, one of you could be fire, one could be over giving, and so like imbalancing the other. And so there's something like I'm getting yin yang energy needing to come into balance. It feels like there could be a need for, oh wow, yeah, with the King of Pentacles, it's like there's a need for more root chakra energy. Wow, I'm hearing global stability. So there's something about like getting your feet on the earth, eating nourishing foods, taking care of the day-to-day, maybe in both of you, moving more slowly potentially, grounded, committed action I'm hearing, as well as the fire. Yeah, it's like with the Two of Wands that came out, it's like there's a need to find the fire again, find the desire for life. And our fire can get put out by too much water, too much emotion. I'm even hearing too much sexual chemistry, because that sacral chakra is water, and the sacral chakra is like pelvic region. Yeah, and the Two of Wands is that energy of Mars in Aries. Yeah, with retrograde Aries, it's like someone's desire to want to move forward in a connection or in life could have been impaired. There could have been issues around the knees, which are Capricorn energy, but it's about moving forward in life. It's so hot in here, I can't figure out how to use the air conditioner. That sounds like too much fire. I'm just seeing like how red my face is going because I'm so hot. But yeah, so it could be too much fire as well too. And there could be like, even like an exchanging of energies where your own personal balance has to be the priority at this time. With the Nine of Wands and the and the Hermit, it's like figuring out the boundaries to keep yourself intact, and also to, to keep yourself intact. And even period, like punctuation, the end. Oh, then the freaking Tower came out. That looks like that lightning strike in the sword. So yeah, some false foundations need to come to an end. These two people are like royalty of some kind, like they have crowns on, and it feels like false royalty. I'm hearing something about like false exaltation. And this is giving me Sagittarius energy, even though this is Uranus. Yeah, well, Uranus is the great awakener. So there's something in Sagittarius energy, Jupiter energy can be like Dionysus. It's like overconsumption of, maybe just overconsumption, can lead to some sort of detriment. And so Uranus comes to like break down or end. I'm hearing like ending flings. This can also be like dropping addictions, drinking habits. And this can definitely be painful, but with that dove in the foreground, it's ultimately leading to more peace. Wow. And confirmation, wow, 22:22 on the clock. This is the Six of Swords, which is more Aquarius energy, Aquarius, Mercury. This is about learning how to speak to like your common, I'm hearing common enemy. Wow, that's interesting. It's an interesting way of like bringing two people together. I'm not really getting it in a gossipy way, but it's like, I feel like the story I'm getting is like two people that struggle with addiction, or two people that struggle with a similar weakness, but maybe two opposite polarities. What's an example of that? Maybe like one of you is overly rigid and the other one is overly soft. And so it's like, it's the same boundary issue, but two different expressions, and maybe even coming from the same place. I'm getting like maternal or mother attachment, mother wound. But because we're talking about father, like I want to say father as well, but it's feeling, I'm getting a pull towards mother. And yeah, maybe one of you had like an overly distant mother, one of you had like an enmeshment trauma. And this is also like hermit coded here, because they both have like their heads covered. And but it's about this energy of moving from the choppy waters to calmer waters. I did have a dream last night about a boat, and like I was in the boat, we went over this massive wave. I was like, holy smokes, like we're gonna capsize, and there's no way this little boat can handle it. And it was like a place where there shouldn't have been big waves either. It was like, what are they, like a canal. Oh gosh, canal, like birth canal, like so I'm pregnant. But it's like, yeah. And so anyway, we got over that hurdle, I want to say, and then it was a speedboat. It's like, but we ended up like portaging with a speedboat, and I was like going through customs like with a speedboat. Yeah, there was a lot to it, and walking over bridges. Yeah. And I'm hearing like to get to the other side. There's something about like, oh, that's so interesting. I'm getting like this connection where you are both connected, but like on two separate bodies of water. And I'm getting that energy like I did last time, where it's like these two circles that are the same, but there's no overlap. And so it's like you've got to decide which body of water you're gonna, ooh, there's the Hanged Man, you're gonna land in together, whoa, with the Five of Swords. Aquarius energy, really strong. But that Six of Swords is about learning how to, I'm getting equanimity. It's like learning, ooh, equus too. It's like body language. It's learning how to speak in a way that brings resolution, in a way that is not violent, that is not harming, that is not divisive, but at the same time, it kind of like that, with that Aquarius energy, it's like kind of out of left field kind of energy. It's not how you would expect it. And horses, the language of horses is like they live in their hearts. And I'm hearing the Great Regulator. And I'm just trying to think of like what planet that would be. The Great Regulator. It feels like the sun or the earth. I don't know. Let's see what this Four of Pentacles energy about for the viewer, please, Spirit. Well, the Eight of Swords was there, but that's a lot, but I'm gonna take it because it's so beautiful. There's the Eight of Swords again. So there definitely could be this anxiety, and this can be about illusions as well too, like being stuck in your own head, believing that you're trapped, and so then being trapped. Like not looking for a way out. Someone could be using sleep as a coping mechanism as well too, which I feel like can be really healthy and can also be really toxic. But I mean, sleep versus like drugs, I feel like sleep's superior because it really does bring you back to a pure state. But look, we have the Temperance card coming out again. We have two aces, the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. And the Six of Pentacles, which is about reciprocity, equal give and take. So a lot of balancing energy. And there's that air, and there's all the elements there. Wow, all the elements there. And it's the Four of Pentacles. There's something about, and that's Capricorn Sun energy. It's, Capricorn rolls over bones, the knees, and it's like the workaholic, it's the goat. It can climb over anything. Nothing is insurmountable. It feels, well, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, there's that dove again. I'm hearing something about pure in heart. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall, what is it? See our land. From kingdom come, thy will be done as on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, thy power and thy glory forever and ever. Amen. I didn't know that's where that was leading me, but sometimes I feel like I'm like guided to, I think that's the Lord's Prayer, right? Ooh, I'm feeling something in my heart. Like when there's a need to call, like for protection, if there's interference or negative low vibrational energies trying to come in. And Capricorn is the devil too, so there could have been this can be blocked heart chakra, and like it's interesting though, in this rendition, she's not blocking herself, but in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, he's got the pentacles like on his body and he's like holding them, and so it's like blocked heart, blocked everything, you can't get in kind of energy. And this is the energy of opening and awakening. And look at how there's the crown in that sword and that Ace of Swords energy. And look at how similar that is to the Sword card as well. The first one we got. So, and this is where we end the tarot. There's, you could definitely be receiving communication that's coming from an open heart space, or someone that wants to offer you some sort of equal balance and reciprocity. There could definitely be reconciliation energy here with Temperance coming out again. It's also like, again, that expansive energy. We also have Leo here, as well as Scorpio. The highest expression of Scorpio, I just remembering how I've been getting the Death card and the Strength card so much, as well as Justice and the Eight of Wands a lot this week. And it just feels like, again, it's like strength and determination. And it's like allowing yourself to die, to transform with that death energy, like having the strength to go within, to root out the weeds that are preventing, so beautiful, preventing your heart light from shining, preventing your heart from blooming, because they're like fighting for the same nutrients. Please don't bark. This is definitely cutting off, yeah, I heard cutting off your energetic flow to the resources that refuse to grow. That's karma. That's cutting off anything that kept you from realizing and recognizing that you live in the kingdom of God, should you wish to. Anything that kept you from recognizing your own power lies in your decision making, lies in, interesting, lies in, eyes within. Yes, keeping your eyes fixed within. Anything that keeps you from recognizing your power lies within. Your power lies without sin. I'm hearing something like greed corrupt ego. Whoa, greed corrupts ego. And this is like very magician energy, working with the 4 elements. I'm hearing the ties that bind, clearing a path. I'm hearing this is your great awakening. But there's something about being like fixed too with this Scorpio and Leo energy. Again, eyes fixed within, and something about like the heart, like staying heart centered, being determined, being fixed, being, there's a contrast there, number 29 again. September 2nd is 9/2, is the new moon in Aquarius, 33 on the clock, is it? Let me just think, because new moons, no, it must be new moon in Virgo, right? New moons are the same sign as the sun is in. Right. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, clean slate energy, new moon in Virgo. If you're not cleaning, what are you doing? And yeah, again, like cleaning out your throat chakra, just like we were talking about with Odie, with his throat chakra clearing. It's like, and the throat chakra is, what did they say? It's the chimney to the heart. So it's like setting the heart light on. And that's like, I'm seeing it like burning up like logs of karma, logs of density. Dissolving the ego. Oof, number 17, the star, which is Aquarius energy. It's also like got towers in the background. There's a bridge going from one side of the, like one castle to like presumably another side, crossing over this body of water. Authenticity with wolf, and I'm talking about burning up your ego and like speaking from the heart. Come on now. Come on now. Beautiful. The heart, creation and snake with number 43 at the bottom. Yeah, my shoulders have been cracking a lot. I wonder what rules the shoulders. Could be, no, Leo's the spine. Something about flexibility around the heart, and Leo rules the heart. For the viewer. The heart chakra, Anatta. For the viewer, please, Spirit. Yeah, back bends could be helpful. Are you kidding? Ganesha. I don't need to read these from the book. Ganesha is the destroyer of all obstacles. And Pratyahara. I don't feel like I've gotten that one in a while. Don't know what that one is. And then, Oyas. I forget how to say that one. Oyas. And Svadhyaha, which is study. Triggering. Okay. One last card, and then we will read everything from the book. For the viewer, please, Spirit. Oh, so beautiful. Number 14, Yogini of 285 Hertz. Haven't got that one in a while either. Number 14, once again, that temperance energy. 555. Yeah, let's get some letters too. Ooh, I saw O and D and I immediately thought food. Okay, let's start with, I'm gonna look at the rest of those in a sec. Let's start with this sword. Oh, I forgot. What was I supposed to get from here? But the castle wasn't in that deck. There's something about that. Defending your castle. Oh God, remember when I thought this book smelled like milk? It smells like milk again. That's so weird. Gross. Oh, but I do need to keep that because there was, yeah, the Tower of Babel. I want to get that. Hold on. Sorry, I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place. And I heard you're supposed to be. That's that Jupiter energy. Okay, we're close. Okay, the sword, the knife, the blade, the weapon. Why didn't I put that together yet? The Aries rules over sharp things? Come on now. It says, to use the sword is to decide. The blade separates one reality from another. Are you kidding? The choice is made and all else falls away. If you find the sword in your grasp, you can no longer hesitate. This weapon requires a clear and decisive mind and a willingness to act. An onlooker may think the sword bearer is hasty and violent, but the most compassionate and responsible gesture is one that is honest, swift, and accurate. Our first encounter with the sword is at birth, when the cord we share with the mother is cut. Wow, chills all over my right side. This moment defines our separation from her and begins our journey of becoming ourself. We must make these cuts again and again if we are to grow. Decisions shape our life, and the sword is an infinite shaper of destiny. Whoops. When light, cutting through all that is essential. Cutting through to what is essential. When dark, hasty, backstabbing, a dull and painful blade. Ugh, triggered. But we need not forget, I am supported. I keep wanting to speak in like old English. Contemplate the Buddhist philosophy of the first and second arrow. Swing the sword once with precision and commitment. More than that will be painful for everyone involved. Boundary making, prioritizing, and clarifying are all gestures made possible by the sword. The sword is a metaphor for the pen and the brush, the artist's fierce and graceful tools. Go deeper. Marina Abramovic's Rhythm series, Caravaggio's Judith beheading Holofernes. I also want to get that. Okay, let's see if I remember this time. Okay, the blind spot. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Number 29, which equals 11. And I heard wholeness within self. It says wanting to be right. Oh no. Okay, it says, if you have drawn this sigil, you are not clearly seeing it, either consciously or subconsciously. You are wanting to be right more than you are wanting anything else. The truth of the situation is that it doesn't matter if you are right or not. You may be very wrong in this scenario, or you may be very right. Either way, what matters is that you are valuing being right over everything else, and this will lead to pain. It is a warped priority to have if you want genuine improvement to take place. If you are valuing being right over effectiveness, you need to ask yourself what your goal is. What do you get out of being right? In relationships, especially when it comes to conflict resolution, this will get us into a lot of trouble. It will make finding a solution impossible. It will lock us into a struggle of ego versus ego. Wow, this feels really resonant. We need to ask ourselves if we want to be right or have success. We need to ask ourselves if we want to be right or if we want connection, because often these things are opposed. What we tend to do when we are defending our position is that we get louder as we feel ourselves losing ground relative to something that is very important to us. We talk over others, we interrupt, we shut others down, we try to convince everyone that we are right. It is akin to an alternate reality experience because we get feverish, like a dog with food aggression over a bone. It feels like this because our brain has quite literally been hijacked. Our body is being flooded with stress chemicals because it feels as though we are being threatened. It doesn't matter whether that threat is an external threat or just the threat of shame and the loss of power associated with being wrong. And so it chooses to shut down executive functions like compassion and strategy and openness. Instead, our instinct takes over and we do one of four things. We fight, keep arguing the point, flee, revert to and hide behind group consensus, or exit the scene still convinced of our own rightness. Freeze, disengage from the argument by shutting up while still maintaining our belief that we are right, or appease, make ourselves not a threat to our adversary by simply agreeing with them or her despite still believing that we are right. In all of these scenarios, we did not let go of the idea that we are right. We simply avoided finding a meeting of minds. We prevented the critical sharing of information and opinions. We also got the opposite reward of our body being flooded with chemicals that make us feel dominant and invincible, which happens when we argue to win. If you have drawn the sigil, you have to let go of the need to be right and instead look to be understood. To do this, you'll have to put effort into understanding others, listening to them, seeing them, and feeling them. When you do that for others, they will want to do it for you. Everyone has important opinions, perspectives, and information to share. You will soon find that the reward of actual connection will trump the feeling of being right and proving that you are right. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I think that is really good advice for anyone, especially, I want to say especially in today's day and age. I have OR here, which makes me think of like ore, like O-R-E, like gold ore, like there's, oh, we just got O-R-E, or ogre. Yeah, there's something about like mining your depths to find gold. And there's like your gold is like your value, your self-worth, your solar plexus energy is being revealed if you can set your ego to the side, if you can allow yourself to be polished by being receptive to someone else, even if it's painful, even if it goes against maybe this belief that you are right. Wow. So remember, we've been getting all of these consonants. Now we've got a ton of vowels, but still 2 consonants to like lead the way to support and this openness. So there's some sort of like boundaries that need to be put up, some sort of security that you need to establish, maybe in order to have this open-hearted communication with someone. And we have the letters O-R-E-I-E-A-D, which feels like there's like orient energy, like how you orient yourself to the truth. There's also lead energy, even though there's no L. Eid. Isn't that like yeah, I think it's I don't even want to say it, but it's I think it's, what's it called? Holiday. Or religious, I forget what it's about though. I think it's EID though, or maybe that's Jewish. It is not. Christmas maybe? Okay, focus. Let's see what authenticity with the wolf is. Discover who you really are by revealing your authenticity. This is always the best way. We all resonate a frequency, so if you are pretending to be someone you are not, you will keep attracting people with whom you do not resonate. It is necessary to negotiate a position with others sometimes, and there should be no anxiety about differences in opinion. Wow, that is so badass. There should be no anxiety about differences in opinion. Fuck, I love that. Wolves are powerful animals. Although wolves are very social, mated pairs or solo hunters have more success than larger groups when hunting. They are found throughout Eurasia and North America and have been linked to humans both as a subject of fear and of love. For thousands of years, whilst wolves were often seen as predator and pest amongst human communities that relied on livestock, those that were more agrarian in nature saw them as helpers, killing off animals who fed upon their crops. Wolves are larger than you think. We often think of wolves as large dogs, but should you ever see one loping over the land or in a forest in the wild, you would understand just how different they are and how much they avoid or dislike humans. Male wolves weigh on average around 45 kilograms and are built for endurance with long legs and a long loping gait when one foot is placed directly in front of the other. At this gait, they can travel at speeds of around 10 kilometers an hour for many hours. If they choose pursuit speed, around 50 to 60 kilometers an hour, this has been observed to be held for up to 20 minutes. God, that's pretty fast. Oh, it's talking about body language too. They are very social and expressive animals with a variety of distinct physical behaviors that enable other wolves to read intent and status. Growling, head tilts, teeth baring, and posturing are just a few of these nonverbal communication cues. Perhaps one of the most distinctive features of the wolf is their famous haunting howl, which is used as a vital communication tool amongst the pack and to other packs. As wolves are highly territorial, the howl can be used to identify the whereabouts of other packs and of individual pack members wherever they are. The magic, call upon the wolf. There's that throat chakra opening too, and the moon link. Call upon the wolf when you wish to be all you can be in the fullness of your authenticity. While you do not have to be alone, being confident to live your life on your own terms very much embodies the energy of wolves. Wolf energy is also highly protective, and you can call upon it in the workings where you feel you are fearful or wish to be for a protective ally. I am supported. Oh my God, and my wolf recurring nightmare too. Beautiful. I didn't get one of these cards either. Yeah, it's like, how do you orient yourself to like the leader of your life? Who is leading your life with these letters again? Who is the leader of your life? We have number 16 with mediation, the octahedron. So number 16, and wow, with regeneration, number 23. Oh wow, and 24. Oh my gosh. And 15. We have 15, 16, and 23, 24. That's crazy, which is 6, 7, and 5 and 6. What does that mean? We have, okay, one thing at a time. Tetrahedron and octahedron, energy and mediation. Number 15, which is devil, 16, tower. Oh, it's like dealing with the devil is what leads to the tower. It's like you need to go through your own darkness in order to let it go. But it's like going through it is just as sacred as letting it go. And to sacrifice something, like with the tower, to sacrifice your dignity. Maybe like in an ego way, but not in a spiritual way. It's like, is then, yeah, number 17, the star, that's where true healing can come in. And that's that, again, Aquarius energy. And then we have number, 23 is regeneration. Number 24, progression of roots, evolution. I don't know if that was like too much information to process without pictures. But even look at how tetrahedron and octahedron, it almost looks like a similar shaped thing, but from a different angle. It's not, because there's more sides. But yeah, it's like number 15, you might have seen, again, it's like your shadow being brought to light. It's like adding more depth to the picture. Maybe there's some sort of communication that needs to happen to dissolve some illusion. And that mediation energy is very much that Six of Swords energy of learning how to communicate peacefully, harmoniously. I really have to pee. I don't want to read all these cards, but we'll just do one at a time and see where it takes us. Okay, Ojas, 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 O-J-A-S. I don't know, I feel like I should know how to pronounce that. It says, subtle essence of health and well-being, peaceful and patience. One look is all it takes to see how much Ojas someone has. Have people been coming up to you and telling you how healthy, rested, and happy you look? This is Ojas. Sorry. I had a dream that someone told me, like, oh, you look really well rested. Ojas is the subtle essence related to health and well-being with which you are filled. You radiate good health with your glowing skin, peaceful demeanor, and patient essence. Your dietary and lifestyle choices are showing up in your appearance, and your inner state is reflecting in your outer. Continue caring for your sacred vessel and nourishing your body with foods and practices that make you thrive. And that's on page 45, which again is that 9 energy, and that is Virgo energy is all about your health. So yeah, and that new moon in Virgo, like, yeah, taking time to like be in water could be helpful too. I'm just seeing there's a lady swimming in water there. I'm gonna read the reverse meaning of the heart chakra one. This is also on page 55. A heartbreak is holding you back from your truth, and the time has come to forgive. Your heart carries an intelligence, and when you close your heart, you are not able to operate as your full self. To follow your path, it is essential to heal from old wounds of the heart. Repeat the mantra, please forgive me, I forgive you, I thank you, I love you. Repeat these words using the names of every person who needs love, forgiveness, and gratitude. Each heartbreak carries a divine spiritual lesson, and you can hold on to the lesson while letting go of the pain. Honor the soul contract for what it taught you, and pave the way open for your heart to love again. Practice tantric eye gazing and meditating on the heart space, and spend time in green nature. Yeah. Okay, Pratyahara. Upright, 8 stages of yoga, control of the senses. Recently, you've let go of some distractions in your life, and everything has upgraded since. You've realized that holding on to things, foods, stimulants, or people only keeps you anchored to the physical world. Truth lies in letting go of all that is not you, the daily coffee, piece of chocolate, social media addiction, or need to buy. Those were once such a part of your identity, but have now diminished. This is the time to go deeper into pratyahara and let go of any attachments, even those that are less obvious. Continue to meditate, which draws you immediately into pratyahara and illuminates what it is you are holding on to. It is only from here that you can listen to the truth within and act accordingly. So many of these cards have been on page 70 or 71 as well. So 777, Spirit is definitely trying to make inroads into your life. And it's making me not want to finish my little espresso here. Because I cut coffee out for like a week, and then yesterday I had one, and then today I was like, but like now I just feel like, no, like I had a sip, that's good. I don't know, it can be so confusing, you know, like what is the right path? So I'm in it with you. Okay. Svadhyaha, I think. Svadhaya. I'm going to read the reversed. Who are you? It may sound like an abrupt question, but it is one you should be asking yourself every day. When we don't ask ourselves who we are, we take on versions of ourselves that other people sized us for. In truth, you are not your personality. That is a temporary and ever-changing facade you use to interact with the outside world. It is time to go deeper into the very nature of yourself. The self is beyond personality quizzes or even doshas. The self is the infinite soul, one that exists across experiences, bodies, personalities, and even lifetimes. Regain touch with this deep-seated self by doing things that make you forget who you are. Meditate, dance, chant mantras, spend time immersed in nature, move past the mind. You will notice your personality quickly shifts and anchors into your truth when you've reunited with your soul. Beautiful. And let's finish with Ganesha. I guess we have still the White Light Oracle. I really have to go pee. Where are you, Ganesha? I'm right here with you. I can feel like on my right side, the masculine energy could definitely be holding on or needing help, letting go. Page 117, God of new beginnings and remover of obstacles. You are at the beginning of a new venture that is going to bring you great joy and success. Ganesha has been removing the roadblocks placed before you, granting you a smooth transition into this very moment. These roadblocks do not exist outside of you, however. They are vrittis, fluctuations of the mind, represented by his vehicle, the mouse. When you calm your wavering mind, you are able to overcome any obstacle. That's the relationship between Mercury and Sagittarius as well, Mercury and Jupiter. It's like, yeah, getting rid of the anxiety and getting into spirituality. Oh my God, my nose is getting so itchy, which is a good sign. But it says Ganesha will continue to bring you good luck, success, and harmony with the sweets of Anada, the awareness of your true consciousness as bliss. Beautiful. I'm so hot. But I'm pushing through for you guys. Pushing through. Okay, number 1497. It says, changes in your life, including closing doors or missed opportunities, are not going to derail your fulfillment. Realignments are happening based on divine wisdom and timing. You are being diverted from unnecessary obstacles and suffering. Trust in how your life is unfolding. Stay true to your authentic healing journey because it is working, whether you realize that or not. Significant inner healing is taking place. My right shoulder has cracked 3 times in this reading. I've got to Google. I'm not picking my nose. I'm just turning my nose ring around because it's like twisted the wrong way. Yeah. I want to get one of these for the viewer, please, Spirit. Oh my God, it said this is what I came here for. Yeah. We have Liar by Camila Cabello, kind of in reverse. It said, I said I won't get too close, but I can't stop it. We have Work is Draining Me, also kind of in reverse, like sideways. We have Remember That Time, big retrograde energy. We have I Want to Make You Mine. Do I Still Have a Chance with You? Lost in My Boots, Safe in My Room, Under the Covers, They Smell Like You. That's Lost in My Boots by, such with a K, can't remember his name for some reason. Lost in my boots, Glass Half Empty, that was not the right tune. Or it was, but it was like the wrong, I don't know nothing about music. They smell like you. My tears are falling, no words were coming, salt water running. These are all the blue Sharpie, which I tend to take as masculine energy, and then we get one without it. And it says, I actually don't want to read this one, but I'll read the back. It says, Law of the universe, there is always more supply than demand. Ooh, 111 on the clock. Actually, it was 1111. So that's where I'm going to leave it. 4 ones, the beginning, maybe new masculine energy, the beginning of your authenticity. And yeah, if this resonates, congratulations. Okay, see you. Bye.